Hello, so in this video I made a Roblox game on mobile using a Roblox game called Studio Lite, which is a recreation of Roblox Studio in a Roblox game that allows mobile players to develop as well. And the link to Studio Lite will be linked in the description of the video. There's also a similar game to this called Retro Studio, but the reason I'm using Studio Lite is because it allows actual scripting, whilst Retro Studio uses code blocks that are kind of similar to Scratch in a way, which limits what you can make and create. The bad thing with Studio Lite is that you can't develop or publish or share your games, so only the game creator can test and play it. The developer of Studio Lite is planning on releasing that feature soon. The idea I have for the game I'm going to make is a game where players spawn at the bottom of a hill, and there are boulders that spawn of various sizes at the top, and you as the player have to dodge the boulders as you go down the hill and reach the top. The difficulty of the game increases, making the boulders spawn quicker. But yeah, with that out of the way, let me make a game on the same device I used to play Clash of Clans and Clash Royale and Toilet with to make a Roblox game. So I first started off by adding a wedge into the game and resizing it, but the problem with this game is that the resize tool only allows you to resize it a couple of studs at a time. So instead of being able to drag and resize the wedge 100 studs immediately, you have to drag it like 30 times to resize 100 studs, which is very infuriating. But after that, I added some walls around the ramp and recolored and changed the material of them. I tried playtesting and I realized I forgot to move the spawn point and this happened.
What the? Why am I having seizure under the ground? I kind of forgot to move the spawn points. Let me go and do that right now.
Next, I added some parts that I will use as like position coordinates to know where to spawn the balls. And with the basic stuff done, I can start scripting, or at least attempt to. The reason why I'm saying that is because the game forces you to use the in-game keyboard that they provide rather than using your phone's keyboard. The in-game keyboard is really small. It's like a third of the screen, which means it's very hard to click the buttons since you can't even see them, and you tend to misclick a lot, which is what happens here. While I curse a lot due to the script editor being a pain in the ass, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed and joined my Discord server, which is also in the description of this video. I have a text channel where you can suggest video or game ideas in, like this video. With the self-promo out the way, I'm going to continue showing my suffering. So I made the ball spawning system where it randomly spawns a ball with a random size every couple of seconds, which then gets deleted after a couple of seconds. Next, I made it so the balls actually kill you when they touch them and made them disappear after 6 seconds. And after that, I tried to make a GUI that displays your current difficulty, but then I realized that Studio Lite doesn't allow making your own local scripts, which means there's no way of changing the screen GUIs, which I hope they add soon. I wanted to make the deaths seem more interesting, so I decided to add death sounds, so whenever you get crushed, a random sound from a folder of sounds will play when you die. But Studio Lite doesn't let you import your own sounds, so I had to use the curated audio that Studio Lite provides. So I picked some audio from the toolbox and made a script that controls the system. A problem I face with this is that the player's property didn't have a respawn time property where I could change how long the player would stay dead for, which I needed to change because otherwise the player would die and then like respawn after half a second, which I didn't want. So to change that, I had to change the property via a script instead, which I did, and this is how it looks like. To make the death even better, I decided to script a ragdoll death system, which I did, but a problem with this is that you just fall over and nothing really happens when you get crushed. So what I did is I added body velocity to a player so they get flung backwards once they die, but I kind of messed up and this happened. After I fixed that mistake, I focused on making the difficulty value work and fluctuate when someone wins or enough time passes while a win and then the difficulty lowers. But first I had to add a surface GUI with a text label displaying the current difficulty in a mini tutorial as well. I then expanded the top and made the winning zone, where if you touch it, you get a win and the difficulty increases by 2 points. I also added a billboard GUI on top of it so it looks better and shows you where to actually go to win once you reach the top. And with that done, I pretty much finished the game. The map is really basic, but there's not really much it can change due to the building tools being really annoying to use. And as I said earlier, once the game publishing feature comes out, I will publish the game and probably even update it even more. So please subscribe, so if I do make a second part, you'll get notified once it releases. But with that over, see ya.